Just afternoon here on Friday. We've already received the iPhone 14 Pro silicone case. Don't love the colors. They're in their fall mode of colors, so they're all kind of boring. I would have liked something a little lighter than this. That's a trend this year. I want lighter colors. This is called Storm Blue. So, same box as, I think, as the 12 and 13 Pro things. We got paper now instead of plastic. Lid comes off. Case comes out. And I'm going to pop the case off the 13 Pro that I'm filming on right now, just to see if there's camera cutout dimensions or other differences in color. But of course, the silicone case, I like these much better than the leather cases. They seem to hold up significantly better, and due to the nature of what I do 5 days a week or more, these things get covered in oil, power steering fluid, diff oil, grease, dirt, grime, and they wipe right off and look fantastic, whereas the leather one would get ruined. So let me pop this thing off. Actually, let's just use the one that I replaced recently because Apple accidentally sent me another one and that one had a little tear in it. So 13 Pro and 14 Pro, is there a difference? The camera cutout appears to be slightly larger, or is it just in a different position? Side buttons seem to be identical, at least on that side. Let's see if the home or the power button has moved. Yes, it has. It's a little bit further down. I don't know, the camera thing, I'd have to get calipers out to measure it. It looks a little bigger here. It might just be the color, but more or less it's the same. Could you get away with using this on a 14 Pro or this on a 13? Let's try that. Okay, it is on and it works, it fits. This would be a usable case, but you can see it is a little bit bigger. It will be a little bit bigger on the 14 Pro. Hi. It doesn't line up perfectly. I can tell the power button, it works, it clicks, it just doesn't fit around it nicely. So there is a difference. The cases are slightly different. So I was rudely awakened by my alarm at 4:57 this morning. And got up, booted up the Mac, went to apple.com, no beans there. Even by 5:20 in the morning, it was still showing, we're excited to bring new product, whatever the splash screen was. I was half dead, so I don't know what exactly it said, but it was not working. AT&T.com did work. It put me in that little queue where it said it's 1 minute, and then it loads the page and says, oh, we're having problems right now. Call us to assist with your order. Yeah, right. Someone's going to be there at 5 a.m. to work with me. I'll believe that when I see it. So ended up by 5:23 and 9 seconds in the morning. Weird how I remember that. I was able to get the order made through AT&T, and it should deliver on launch day, which I believe is the 16th. Is that a week from today, next Friday? Ended up going with the purple, whatever they call it, deep purple, and 512 gig. I've got enough room. I didn't need to spend the extra $200 to go with the terabyte, as I may next year or the following. So it's ordered. Didn't really get back to sleep very well. Not feeling my best today so far. We'll make the most of it. I'm gonna head up to the shop now. We got work to do. 8 o'clock on Friday. Let's get a quick clip in today with today's progress. We tried to start over here today, and the pump on the lift or the motor on the lift runs. The car does not move, so there's some sort of a problem. Fluid level looks okay. We don't know what's going on, so we called our lift guys. Every guy was at BMW of El Cajon or Encinitas or somewhere today installing new lifts in their new service bays, so they couldn't make it today. They're gonna have to come Monday. So I crawled up in the car, put the visors in, we took off this right rear wheel, replaced that speed sensor and brake pad wear sensor mounting cable management bracket on the wishbone, and we would have gotten the alignment done today and finished this car up if we were able to get it off the lift. So hopefully that happens on Monday. Then over here, where were we? We're on the 740, and we didn't get the washers or the nut for the suspension yet, so that's still pending, and torquing everything at ride height is still pending. Did the oil change, oil filter, housing bushings, coolant change, coolant bleed, transmission fluid change. So we're pretty much done on this. We've just got to get the front door panels off, do the front vapor barriers and door lock actuators, and he's holding off on these rear fender liners. I don't know why the rears are roached. The fronts are okay. I think it's the heat shields are missing on the back, so the heat from the exhaust over the years got on there. So took in another car today. This 02 530i 5-speed sport pack, no other options, is here for front control arms, seat rail trim, seat side panel trim around the adjustment buttons, And on the way here, his window regulator on the front driver door failed. At least seemingly the window's detached from it. I haven't listened to the motor yet to see if the cables are shot, but we'll diagnose that as well. So that'll keep us busy next week. The 750 has a rough downshift from 5 to 4. We've reset the adaptations, driven it more. That didn't seem to make a difference. There's no codes stored in the EGS or either DME, so we don't quite know what to do yet. We'll have to dig into that and see. Anyways, I got to get out of here. Long day. I had some time to do some organization and cleanup today. These are for the my Sterling 540. They're the non-PDC front bumper trim, so those are going to be returned since I am proceeding with the PDC retrofit. All right, the weekend starts. We're going to Naughty Barrel. I'm done filming. I'm leaving. I'll talk to you guys on Saturday. Night.